One of the top findings in that annual report that the Pentagon sends to Congress, which is required by law, they found that China was using the withdrawal from Afghanistan as part of a propaganda victory. But despite the findings of that report, the Pentagon Press Secretary Pat Ryder says that China is the U.S.'s top pacing challenge and that we're ready for any threats that may come our way.
The national defense strategy is laser focused on the right issues and on the operational concepts, capabilities, and resources we need today and into the future.
But the Department of Defense says that China is using the U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan as part of a propaganda message in order to project military superiority. Now, the Pentagon says China, quote, employed multiple diplomatic tools in an attempt to erode U.S. and partner influence, such as highlighting the U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan and criticizing U.S.-backed security partnerships. The DoD says China capitalized on the withdrawal and tried to convince the world that the U.S. is not a reliable ally. And the report was released just 1 week after Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin met with his Chinese counterpart on the sidelines of a regional meeting in Cambodia. Now, it was their second face-to-face meeting in the last 6 months and is seen as an effort to ease tensions, but Austin's meeting with China came just 2 days after he made this statement.
Beijing, like Moscow, seeks a world where might makes right, where disputes are resolved by force, and where autocrats can stamp out the flame of freedom.
And Secretary of State Antony Blinken is taking a more diplomatic approach when it comes to dealing with the Chinese Communist Party.
The members of our alliance remain concerned by the PRC's coercive policies, by its use of disinformation, by its rapid, opaque military buildup, including its cooperation with Russia. But we also remain committed to maintaining a constructive dialogue with China wherever we can, and we welcome opportunities to work together on common challenges.
And the Pentagon says that China is aiming for a so-called great rejuvenation by the year 2049, including boosting those nuclear stockpiles. But again, the Pentagon says they will be ready for this China threat. And right now, the Pentagon is stressing the fact that they want Congress to pass a full-year funding bill and not a continuing resolution, because they say with a continuing resolution, the value that they would get would be lower than what the president is requesting for defense spending.